Welcome to the podcast, Can You Take My Shift? Your favorite coworkers are off the clock and back for another episode. Hello. It's me. And Amy. And we're here to take you on an experience. Is that how we should start the podcast from now on?
I don't like that. You said for a minute, I thought you were pulling like a Joe from You. And I was about to be like, oh no.
I haven't seen the third season yet.
Oh, Kelsey, it's so good.
Okay, what is my best Joe impression? Hello there. Oh, it's you. You reading that book of that author that you pretend to care about, but you actually don't know that he's a secret racist.
You know, that's not bad.
No, it's not true, because you've ever looked into old authors and you're like, oh boy. Obviously we all know that.
Look, most people back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, probably racist, probably very homophobic.
Yeah, 90s, they're turf,
Yep.
But anyways, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. I thought I had to start off a bit silly because the last two episodes, we threw a lot at you. If you liked it, great. If you didn't like it, we're moving back on to our bullshit. So, Amy, it's been a while. How have you been?
I'm good. Weirdly enough, as of recording this, I've had 2 job interviews within the past couple weeks.
Ooh. And how did they go?
They went pretty well. They were both for very different kind of positions. One of them was just a 1 day a week thing. And weirdly enough about the 1 day a week thing, so it was for a fashion company. They just needed some social media assistance, and they liked that I had video experience. And I was like, yeah, sure. The day after my interview, because I found the job through my school, because I'm still in my school email, the day after I had an interview, they resent out the job ad, and I was like, so does that mean I didn't get it? I was like,
yeah. That's happened to me before where I've interviewed for a job, they've closed it, and then they've reopened it.
Oh, that's happened to me so many times, and I'm like, could you at least tell me, thanks but no thanks? Mm-hmm. I think that's my biggest pet peeve, is when companies don't at least give you, a no thank you.
Yeah.
I know you get a lot of applications, but come on, it's just the most you can do. Or at least just tell me, my application's still on file. Mm-hmm. I've applied for jobs and they're like, oh, sorry it's taken so long to get back to you. And I'm like, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
But it's just rude. I had a job interview as of recording this today, and it went pretty well. So that was really nice. Fingers crossed, I'd really like the job. It would check off every box I would like in a job. So we will see. Kelsey, how was your week?
Well, it's good. I haven't updated the podcast, but I girl bossed a little bit too close to the sun, and maybe after today, am I regretting it? I don't know, but I got a promotion at work.
Ooh, ooh.
So how this promotion came to fruition was last week, my boyfriend and I were supposed to go to California because he was going for a tournament for work, and then I wanted to go to Disneyland. Yes. And it was our anniversary.
So just stars aligned, it'd be perfect timing.
So I asked my boss in September, hey, can I have this time off? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay, I asked for it quite ahead of time. And she's like, so I have to let you know I'm quitting, and there'll be no one to cover you. So when your new supervisor comes, you can talk to them. And I was like, that's not fair. And then I walked away and I was texting Amy, I have an idea, but should I girl boss a little too hard?
And I was like, gaslight and gatekeep, go for it.
So I come back the next day and I go, hey, what do you think about me taking over for you? Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, I didn't think about that. And I was like, yeah, I think I could do it. So she told the head of the company, and when I had my little interview, it was basically here's the job. And I was like, oh, okay, I sold myself for like 4 minutes. Nice. And I also found out today that my other coworker, due to seniority, was actually offered the job first.
Oh, wow.
But she turned it down because she knew how much work it was. It was like, no, I'm good.
That's fair.
Yeah, and at first I was like, oh, I kind of like my new job. Now, the last 2 days have been so much work, and I flew a little too close to the sun, but I'm doing okay.
You got this. I'm sure it's all overwhelming. It's all new.
Yeah.
Right? I believe in you, man. You got this. It's literally a big girl corporate job. You got this.
It's awful. And then, well, I mean, so because I'm still at the school.
Yes.
So yesterday was picture day at the school for the new students, and remember when we talked about education in a prior episode?
Yes.
And how we talked about that god-awful acting class that the students were very disrespectful.
Yes.
Well, oh boy, were they disrespectful yesterday.
On photo day?
On photo day. So we used to hire a professional photographer to take the photos, but it used to take so much time, it cost so much money, and the photos weren't even that good.
That's unfortunate.
So one of the old managers was like, we can just take them on an iPhone. So yesterday, it's like, we have professional lights. I booked students in, and I was taking their photos, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take 3. I'll let you choose your favorite, because I knew if I said I'll take 5, I'm gonna take 10. So if I say I'll take 3, I end up taking like 5.
Yeah.
They were so picky and so pissy, and I'm like, look, this is not this is not an 80s glamour shot. I'm not gonna get you to turn your shoulder, look over, fluff up your hair, and then the amount of so their hair has to be pulled back.
Yeah.
And the amount of flack I got, and they're like, what do you mean? I was like, it was in the email. I sent out a very long email.
Per my last email.
Yeah. Did any of you read the email? And they were being so disrespectful and such little fucking brats. I'm sorry. And I mean, okay, some of them were actually very polite. Some of them got it within 3 shots, and they were like, yeah, I'm good. But it's because it's always the worst ones. There was it was like 50% of them were brats, and 50% of them were like really nice or fine.
Yeah, and of course you're gonna remember the bratty ones, because that's how the world works.
And they were standing outside the room loudly complaining, and I literally, I'm like, if you guys are gonna complain, go do it somewhere else, because I can hear you.
Yeah.
And they were just like, I can't imagine speaking like that, because so I have got my promotion, but like some of the older students have like moved to the respect. They're like, all right, Kelsey is now, we'll call her Rebecca. Kelsey's now Rebecca, so we have to treat Kelsey like Rebecca. I mean, I should have gotten respect in reception, but
no, it's okay. I literally, my current job, because I was technically a temp position, no one cared. No one emailed me. Mm-hmm. When I got my status part-time position, then everyone started paying attention to me. Then they responded to my emails, and I'm like, I was still important then. I'm important now just as I was important back then. Yeah. Don't be rude.
But these new students who have not been here that long, they barely knew Rebecca.
Yeah.
So it's like they're like, I sometimes wonder, because my work culture, we don't it is business casual, but everyone airs a little bit more casual. You're allowed to wear jeans. Most people wear just jeans and a sweater. Yeah. And that's what I was wearing yesterday. And I'm like, one of my old coworkers, she used to be she was stunning, but she was always heels, power dress. She was dressed to the nines every single day. And some days, usually on Fridays, I like to, dress up a little bit. But I have to be up at 6 a.m. every morning.
Yeah, that sucks.
And, just because I'm wearing, jeans and docks doesn't mean I deserve any less respect than when I'm dressed up.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, so I was editing their photos today because I could have just popped them through, but I was like, all right, no, I'll edit the lighting. I'll fix some of their blemishes. Mm-hmm. One guy was like, can you get rid of the bags under my eyes? And I'm like, buddy, I don't have the time. Can you get rid of my bags under my eyes?
Yeah. Maybe try some sleep, hon.
Yeah. And I'm like, and my boyfriend's like, you should have just left them. And I was like, no, I'll be nice.
I won't be happy about it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So, but yeah, but other than that, I'm chugging along, but I have an office now, and my office is huge.
Ooh, so can I give you a photo of me to put in it?
Yes, you absolutely can.
I'm gonna take that. You know that photo that's like do it for her. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna Photoshop myself into all the photos.
Nice.
Okay.
I would really appreciate that. Yeah.
Cool.
But in a shocking turn of events, so when I left my position, we had to find someone else to take my position.
Yes.
And so interviews for it.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
It is me.
So what I did was I was like, hey, because I don't like I understand a lot of jobs are about who you know, and like nepotism is rampant.
Yes.
But we also want to give our friends, like, get the job on their own, but like it's like I'm like a reference. So I was just like, hey, my friend applied for the job, and then my boss was like, oh, I'll put her resume at the top. That's all I did.
Yeah.
And then you interviewed.
And it went well.
Yeah. They offered you the job.
They did. And I still feel really bad. I ended up not taking the position. I believe it was only going to be a part-time position anyway.
No, it was full-time.
Oh, no, sorry. Yes, it was full-time, but I was going to train part-time first and then go full-time. But just, I was thinking about my life, kind of where I am, and I was just like, I don't know if it can fill my personal needs. Mm-hmm. And if this pandemic has taught me anything, it's that I need to fulfill my personal needs first. Business comes second. Mm-hmm. As long as I can pay my bills, maybe treat myself every once in a while, like I did today, but it's fine. We don't have to talk about it. That's fine. And that's kind of the position I'm currently in. Mm-hmm. So I felt really bad because I was like, it's not anything against Kelsey, and I really do appreciate you sticking up for me and being like, hey, like, this is my friend. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that more than anything else. But yeah, no, I turned it down. Sorry.
Except
her boss contacted me the other day and was like, hey, so we need just like a 1 day a week person on the weekend. Do you think you'd be able to do that? And it's just like paperwork stuff, and I don't mind sitting on like Excel all day just figuring stuff out. I really don't mind doing that. So I said, sure.
1 day a week, you get the perk.
Yeah, I get Kelsey's lovely job perks.
Yeah.
So we're like kind of coworkers. Oh, this is great. I can get. Wait, no, I don't start till the new year.
Oh.
But I can anyway. So it's going to be like, I could come to your Christmas party. I don't think I can.
Oh my god, that's what Trevor literally said. We were like walking home from work today because Trevor meets me at the SkyTrain, and then we walk home, and he's like, so getting Amy hired, was this like your long-winded way of having us both at the Christmas party? Because I only get 1 + 1.
That is fair. I mean, if I can train before Christmas, I feel like I can go. But like, if I don't start till January, I'm not entitled to that at all.
No.
Take your boyfriend. Yeah. Take him. He deserves that more than I do.
Yeah.
You can still be my +1 to my Christmas party.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your partner is a country away.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Don't say that.
I kid, Becca. I kid. But anyways, well, I'm glad we're both doing great. You know.
We're great. We're
back in business.
We're back in business. I was going to say we're 30, flirty, and thriving, but we are not 30.
No, we're not.
We are not 30.
We are still in our 20s. We are still young, dumb, and in love.
That we are.
Yeah. Emphasis me on the dumb some days.
Yeah.
So we're both in a situation where, you know, I'm not rich. At all. No. Am I poor still? Yes. But am I not super poor? Yes.
Can I pay the minimum balance on my credit card and be like, I could put more on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and when I could use more money, you know, if someone just wanted to slide into my DM, you know, and send me like, you know, a sponsor, I'd be willing to do an ad.
You'd be open to a collab?
A collab? Yeah. You know, I've got this one they're like, oh, we'll send you some of our product. Mm-hmm. And if you do 38, you know, Instagram posts, 2 YouTube videos, 42 TikToks, you know, write out emails to 100 people, they're going to give me a free bracelet.
Wow. Glorious. A free bracelet.
A free bracelet. I kid. But actually, that brings us to the topic of this podcast. It's not just how are you. We actually do have a topic and a theme to this podcast. So we're talking about I am a robot.
Oh my god, where did Kelsey go?
I am going to sell you things. Would you like my free product that's not actually free? How was that?
Wow.
That was probably terrible. It's okay.
No, it's like where did Kelsey go?
Yeah.
Where did she go?
So do you ever get an Instagram DM from like someone who has like 1 follower? And it's like, hey, girly. No, we're not talking MLM girly.
No.
We're talking about DMs are... Why don't we pull up we'll start with one of mine in my Instagram DMs. So, I wear an Apple Watch. And it pops up when someone sends you a direct message. And I get a pop-up on my Apple Watch yesterday. Barbie wants to send you a DM. And I was thinking, like,
The doll?
Like Barbie? Mattel, Barbara Ann. And, like, I follow the Barbie account on Instagram.
Oh, we stand Barbie.
We love Barbie. But it's Barbie.3303. They have 0 followers in 1 post. It's a picture of a ostrich or an emu. I cannot tell them apart. Hi, dear. GemDesire_official is currently looking for models/ambassadors to wear their newest jewelry collection and wants to collaborate with you. By collaborating with them, you will get up to 6 free jewelries, huge exposure, and plus lots of other amazing benefits. DM collab to the main page GemDesire_official to find out more about this opportunity. So obviously it's a bot.
Yes.
And then if you go to GemDesire_official, so they have 100,000 followers, and no photos will load. So did this bot already go down? Ah, there we go. It's just my Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Kids here. So they have a whole Instagram store, like, what are they called? Well, so they have a whole highlight of just their ambassadors, and you click on it, and it's just people like they've suckered into sending free stuff to free.
Yeah, they're also probably some of them are stolen photos.
Yeah, and then looking at this jewelry, this is cheap, shitty jewelry. Like, so when I worked at the salon, we also sold jewelry that the owner would go down to like California and go to like the swap meet markets again. They'd be like $1,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, children under 8 should not wear this.
Jewelry like that also always scares me.
Yeah, and it's like all this cheap ass jewelry, and this is what we're going to talk about today. So if you're like me, I always delete these as soon as they come in.
Yes.
But I've been saving them because I wanted to talk about them and how I will say this once and I'll say it at the end probably again. Someone is offering you free product for advertisement. Say no. Also, if it randomly appears in your page, they're not looking. They just send out bots. Those bots track hashtags.
Yes. They're always really relevant. They're even kind of... It's not that they're big on TikTok, but there's always a lot of, like, small brands who show up in, like, advertisements for, like, Target One. I can always think of, like, the coldest water, which isn't exactly, like, a scam service, but, like, that was a lot of free publicity for them. And people were like, all I got was a water bottle.
Yeah.
That's all they would get. And I'm like, you were giving this company so much free advertisement for a water bottle.
For a shitty water bottle that the dude got... Didn't he get fired from Disney from drinking?
Yes, because he drank water out of the fountain.
Yeah.
Gross.
No, but bots are rampant on social media, and I honestly think Instagram is one of the worst.
It is.
Yeah, they just run rampant, and there is so many different bots. The 2 main ones are hey, we're trying to sell you something, and porn. Porn. No.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite topic. So... we'll touch on porn bots first.
Mom and Dad, if you're listening. I mean, you do you. We are adults. We can talk about whatever we want here, but listener, beware.
So, porn bots will try to get you to do a couple things. One, they're 100% is they're just trying to sucker money out of you. But that's every single bot is just trying to sucker money out of you.
The porn ones, though, are usually trying to get a lot of your information.
Yes.
Like, it's usually like the porn ones or the like, find a hot wife by clicking here. Like, those are like the scammiest websites that are always going to steal all your information.
Exactly. All right. This is going to get NSFW. If you're not 18, turn this off. So there was this article talking about whenever like Travis Scott or Kylie Jenner share like a photo on Instagram, it's almost inevitable that the first comment on it will be something along the lines of, "Watch my squirting videos I just uploaded and prepare a tissue to clean your sperm later." This is an actual comment. And
y'all can't see this, but like my face is so scrunched. I'm like, this is so gross. I mean, I get it. Everyone has their thing, but like,
And these bots are like automatic. Like, it's literally, there's screenshots of another one says, "Don't look at my story if you don't want to masturbate."
Yeah, I'm good. I won't be looking. Thank you for the warning.
Oh, there's an emoji of a banana and an American flag. But, like, those kind of bots are nothing new. Like, we all remember when you were kids and those would pop up. If you went to a sketchy website, usually if you're like, I'm trying to watch a movie, and there's hot singles in your area.
Yeah, those are pretty old.
Yeah, and you're like, no, go away, because if you accidentally click on them once,
you're sent to a website, and if your parents were to walk in at that moment, you're like, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. I'm just trying to watch a movie.
Yeah.
So, no, those things are scary.
Those things are scary. Like, I used to get DMs, like, on my old Instagram. I'm talking years ago. But it was like, "Hey, sexy, I came across your pictures, and I thought we should talk." And you go to a bot, and it's just, like, one picture that is the profile picture.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got, like, no followers. And you're like, this is such a scam.
Yeah.
And I understand they're preying on people who are lonely and dumb.
Yeah, it's like the Nigerian prince emails, you know, being like, if you just want to send me like $20K, I will give you $5 million.
Yeah, but I feel like before the whole influencer culture, that was the main scam.
It was. And now influencer culture is the main scam because everybody wants to be in it. Not everybody, but like people think it's a very easy career path.
And I think it's very glamorous.
Yes.
So the Instagram bots have now changed to trying to sell you things. And businesses, like there's very much in the marketing world, there's two sides. Either people who are pushing bots and people who are like, do not, for the love of God, use Instagram bots. Because if you're a reputable company, using shit little bots like Barbie.
Yeah.
Like that. Could you imagine Barbie, like you get a random bot saying, "Hey, go buy these Nike shoes."
Like that's weird.
It's weird and it demeans your business.
Yeah.
And I understand small businesses are trying to advertise, but it's just a lot of the time 99% of these bot companies are just like cheap jewelry, cheap accessories. Like it's all 9 times out of 10 it's drop shipping.
Yes, and for those of you who don't know what drop shipping is, it's basically when people order stuff from Shein, other like very fast fashion cheap websites, and try to pose it as like, oh, this is a small boutique item, and raise the cost for like $50 to $60 and then just pocket all the cash.
Yeah, and then they never actually have the product in their possession.
No.
So you can never return it. Like they have no idea what quality they're selling. Or they're just like a rip-off company.
Yeah,
exactly. You never get the product.
No.
Or, because I've seen a lot of, if you go on YouTube and you look up like lifestyle YouTubers, you'll see, I ordered this stuff from sketchy like Instagram ads. And then they'll show us like, this is what was supposed to come. This is what actually came.
Yeah. And those are always like the scariest things. Like, you know, BuzzFeed did those videos for a while. It's like, I ordered these clothes off Amazon, so you don't have to.
Yeah. And then another thing, so if you're a company, you're like, all right, let's use bots. you can't really control what they comment on because usually they're attached to a hashtag.
Yes.
For example, because I was reading this article, and bots are exactly that, bots. They can't consider the context or the captions of the photo. They only think about adding a comment based on a hashtag. This, of course, opens a whole box of issues, some worse than others. A while back, I posted a screenshot on Instagram. A few minutes later, up came a comment that said something along the lines of, "I love this photo. Maybe it's the angle you took the photo." How do you respond to that? It's clearly not a real person. There's no real engagement.
No.
People know when they're bots. Like, I have struggled because, yes, we all know the best way to get engagement is comments. Likes are fine and dandy, but comments are what drives engagement and what drives engagement on all platforms. And people will think these bots are driving engagement, but people clearly know. Because there's a difference when a stranger, let's say, leaves a comment on your Instagram, and then there's a difference when clearly it's a bot, because all you have to do is click on the page.
Exactly. And, like, fake Instagram bots is not, like, that much of a new thing, and it affects absolutely everybody. Like, I read a statistic that said that Ariana Grande has more than 70 million fake followers on her account. Mm-hmm. And she has over 276 million followers. So that's a decent chunk.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, even regular people, they get random followers that are clearly bots. And then do you ever notice sometimes randomly your follower count will go down by like 5 or 10?
Yeah.
Because Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, they try to purge those bots.
Yeah, like, I think there was a while ago, because, like, I work in social media, that our Twitter account lost, like, 15 followers. And, like, my work's not, like, super popular on Twitter. Mm-hmm. It's just more of, like, a placeholder kind of thing. My work was like, why did we lose so many in a month? And I had to explain to them, like, what bots are and, like, what these companies do. And they're like, that's so weird. I'm like, no, it's just because they're trying to make their platform better. Because whenever, like, if we want to talk about Twitter for a minute, whenever you go to Twitter and you see a really, really popular post, and, like, sometimes I like to go read the comments because they're funny, half the time the comments are like, wow, check out this cool moon lamp, hashtag ad. Wow, look at this vibrator.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about the vibrator.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. So it's just, it's just really funny to me.
Yeah, and if your company also uses bots, you can get shadow banned.
Oh, absolutely, you can.
You can get banned, you can get shadow banned. Like, you also can, because Instagram has daily hours and limits, you can get banned on those. And it's just not a good way for a reputable company to make money. So if you're getting the DMs like I did from Barbie,
yes,
you know that's not a reputable company.
No. I actually looked up, because our podcast account gets some. And we actually got one within the past month or so. And it just says, "Hey, we're a small indie shop and we'd love to send you a tee to model for us. If you're interested, just send a DM to insert store name here."
Mm-hmm. No free promotion.
No free promotion. So what I did, as a smart little cookie, I took that brand name and just, did my due diligent research and Googled it. And what was the first things that popped up? Scam, 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 dropshipping, scam, shipping time too long. And I was like, I mean, like, I already knew it was a scam, but the fact that, like, some people don't even take that, like, extra step, it's just,
Well, the thing is, if you're a person in the public eye, an influencer, you have to do your due diligence, because when you don't, that's when you get a scandal. Like, one of the biggest influencer scandals, like YouTuber scandals, was the Kenza Cosmetics scandal. Okay. So what happens was Kenza Cosmetics was offering these free brushes.
Yes.
Makeup brushes. All you had to pay was $10 worth of shipping.
Yes.
To get these brushes. Now, this was pushed by Gabby Hanna.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And Tana Mojo.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the two most reputable people on the face of YouTube. Good Lord.
So neither of them did their due diligence, and people, either the brushes didn't come, the brushes were terrible quality, and, like, Gabby was because like people kind of expected from Tana, but Tana never owns up to anything.
For those of you who don't know, Gabby Hanna is a very kind of controversial YouTuber who she's got a lot going on, and she just constantly says one thing and then says something to contradict it. Like, her stories never match up, and there's always people who actually like know the truth. So she's very, very messy, and she's very much always tries to play the victim. Tana Mojo is just a goddamn hot mess.
Good luck with that one. Just if you ever want to look up that, have fun.
Yeah, look up TanaCon. Don't watch the Shane Dawson document. No. I mean, like, it's good, but like, don't support Shane Dawson. But
anyways, so these brushes were terrible quality because you weren't paying, the shipping wasn't $10. The brushes were $10.
Yes.
Because they were coming from somewhere like AliExpress where like they're 30 cents.
Yeah.
And this company was just making money. Again, they're basically drop shipping.
Yep.
And then what Gabby said was, maybe you should manage your expectations to her fans. That's literally what she said, manage your expectations.
How about you manage my foot going right up your ass, Gabby?
And that's the thing, is like, you're supposed to be an influential person. You have to do your research, because there has been influencers who have not done their research and then they've come into scandals. Like, BetterHelp was this company that people were pushing for a while. It was online therapy, and then there turned out to be so many things wrong in the terms and conditions.
Oh, yeah, they weren't, like, keeping your information when they weren't supposed to be and doing a bunch of very shady things.
Yeah, a bunch of their therapists weren't actually registered.
Yeah.
And
I mean, there even was that controversy with, I think her name's Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Where she just came out with a whole line of skincare products that are supposed to help with, like, blue light for your skin, because we spend too much time in front of our computers, and blue light's very bad for your skin. No, it's not.
No.
There is no scientific evidence behind that at all. And she's just like, yeah, I got scammed. I'm like, sweetie, do your research. Like, I understand people want, like, money. Like, I get it. People want money.
Really? I would never have guessed that people actually want money.
But, you know, it's just, I don't know. Just, like, look into it. Just look into things. Just Google. Just a quick Google search.
5 minutes research.
Yeah, it's not that difficult. It's really not.
No. And all you can do is do your 5 minutes of research, but you should be doing more than that. If you have people who follow you and take your word as truth, don't you want people to actually have some trust in you?
Yeah.
Or is it, but I feel like people get to a certain, either you are starting out and you're like, I just need money, and you're so excited because you're like, all right, this brand wants to collaborate with me, I'm getting money. Or you're at the top where you're like, I'll take anything, with, you know, those people with those crypto scams.
Ugh.
And these companies prey upon that. But we're always going to have stupid people. Like,
that's how MLMs are successful.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when I used to work customer service, I would complain to my dad. Like, when I was working tech support, this was a 2-minute Google search. If they had just Googled their exact problem. Like, for instance, tonight, I became the house alpha because I fixed our garbage disposal. And Trevor's like, should we call, like, the rental company because they have to deal with plumbing stuff? And I was like, no, I'm gonna Google search it. I am going to follow the steps, and I followed all the steps, and I fixed the garbage disposal. And my dad said, Kelsey, if there wasn't any stupid people, you'd be out of a job.
This is true.
This is true. Like, my dad works in appliance repair. He's like, do you know how many calls I've gone to that I've said, hey, they're like, my dishwasher's making this weird noise. It's not working. Have you checked to see if there's any cutlery in the bottom? What do you mean? No, it's fine. It comes, here's a fork. That'll be $200.
Yeah. It's the people, though, who do that have the money to do that, to be stupid, because they are that far detached from society.
So when an influencer is like, oh, we're going to pay you $2 million to just promote this, like, all they see is the money. And they're like, I'm sure it's fine. They're coming to me because I'm big. I'm sure it's fine. But no, it's not fine.
No, it's not okay.
It's not okay. And then there's also the flip side, because you have these bots scamming, pretending to be businesses. And And anytime you like report one, a new one just pops right back up.
Yes.
There's also the other way around where there's like bots pretending to be influencers and companies will send them things like that's not a real person, or people will steal photos and they'll do it really well that they think, hey, we sent you this stuff, and there's like literally influencers. There's a whole article been like, yeah, this person just stole all my photos, and companies were like, we've been trying to reach out to you multiple times. I was like, that's not me.
Yeah.
That is somebody else, and that's somebody else dragging my name through the ground.
Yeah, and that again comes down to scamming because, or those fake influencers will reach out to the company being like, hey, like, do you want to work for me? And like their email or their usernames are just slightly different. And, you know, maybe the young social media intern's not going to fully pay attention. They're going to send it forward. Something's just going to get missed in the...
But some of them are so convincing, because Amy, you sent me a TikTok of Joe Jonas the other day, and the fan account was so good, everybody in the comments thought it was Joe Jonas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't his account.
Wait, the one about Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
No!
See?
What?
See,
No.
you did not do your due diligence, and that wasn't actually his account.
I also sent that to Jen, and she was like, what?
And here was the best part. When I looked in the comments, Bumble, like the dating app Bumble, had commented. And I'm like, did y'all not even click on the profile when it says, this is a fan account? Case closed.
You know, okay.
Do you feel stupid? Do you feel dumb?
I apologize. I can't believe it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Even like Uno has commented on it.
All these companies are commenting, and that's not him.
Holy shit. I'm just, okay, we should maybe stop recording now. I'm gonna sit here and preach all this shit and not even do it.
Y'all just listened to a live murder.
I am dead. I am deceased. I'm no longer alive.
But see how easy it is to miss it, but how easy it is to do your due diligence. So it's like a catch-22, you know. I feel like, Amy, can you continue, or have I put you out of commission for this episode now?
We can continue. I'm just gonna sit here and think about what I did, and now I have to go to all my friends and be like, so the TikTok I sent you isn't real, and I apologize for spreading misinformation.
Yeah. Why don't we look at another DM I have from Enrica? This person has 2 followers in one post. This is, hi darling, we're looking for model ambassadors again to wear jewelry. You'll get 3 free jewelry and huge exposure. So when you go to their Instagram, it's again cheap knockoff jewelry. A cat on some big boobs. It's a picture of a lady with like really big boobs and a cat on top.
You know, there's a market for that.
Yeah. And it's just like, again, women with this fake ass jewelry probably costs 5 times the price that they buying it for on AliExpress. And we got a third one in here. Oh, this is actually a real person. Love the bubble bath shot. No thank you, sir.
Oh god, gross.
Okay, I am in a bubble bath fully clothed.
Oh, on yours.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So those are clearly scams. Didn't look, if you also, okay, so I'm a jewelry company and I'm looking for an influencer. If I look through my photos, like, where do you see jewelry? You see one photo with a necklace you can barely see.
Well, also, a lot of the times when those fashion accounts DM you, it's because, like, if you tag American Eagle or if you're tagging companies, like, in your photos, they are also tracking that.
Let's see what tags... Because I don't know when they would have sent me those, what tags I would have used. All right, guys, let's get our investigating. All right, so Barbie messaged me 2 days ago. Her little Sherlock Holmes hat's on. Did I post anything 2 days ago? 3 days ago.
Oh?
Okay, so 3 days ago, I posted a picture of me and Trevor. I said, happy anniversary, and I did not use any hashtags.
Yes.
And then before that, so 4 days ago, I posted a picture of myself in all black with red lipstick, because of course I had listened to Red Taylor's version like 8 times that weekend.
Of course, as we all have.
And I used the hashtags Taylor Swift, Red Taylor's version, OOTD, Red Lips, red lipstick, all black outfit, and black turtleneck. 100% was OOTD.
Yes.
So again, so that bot, because OOTD is one of the most used hashtags on Instagram. It's 387 million posts. So all these bots 100% are just tracking this hashtag.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then if we look into our comment section, so I get those DMs, and then do you ever see those comments that are like, promote it here?
Yes.
Promote it on this company. Promote.
We get those all the time.
Yeah. Like on a thirst trap photo I posted of me being a sexy vampire, where my lovely boyfriend commented, "Mommy, sorry, I mean mommy, sorry, I mean mommy, sorry. Thanks for the engagement."
You know?
Underneath it is Mania Arta 001 promoted on Candies of Halloween. And then get published on Candies of Halloween.
And what is Candies of Halloween?
User not found.
Oh, the account got taken down.
The account got taken down. And we get it on the podcast all the time.
Oh, yeah. My favorite thing is we used to get this one all the time. Unfortunately, we don't get it anymore. But we always used to get this account for men's shaving equipment. And not just any men's shaving equipment. Like for their downstairs area. And I was like...
Just say it. We got ball trimmers.
Yeah, we got that. And I'm like, we got it like 3 to 4, 5 times even. And I was like, did y'all not even click on the profile? Did you not look at the photo, see 2 women and go, yeah, they could use this product? Like,
well, it reminds me of when I was a kid. So my mom's work email. So my mother's name is spelled the masculine way. It's a unisex name, but there's a masculine and feminine way to spell it.
yes.
My mom used to get emails from Cialis and Viagra every single day.
Oh, your poor mom.
And she was like, I don't know how they got my email. I have like, this was before, was it the Castle Act? Where there was this huge act for email marketing, so that's why we have the unsubscribe button. So this was before the Castle privacy law, so it's CASL. It's an anti-spam law that we have here in Canada, where that's why all of the email companies, if they're like, subscribe to our newsletter, have an unsubscribe button, because legally they have to have it.
Yes.
Some will make it so hard to find.
Oh, it's super tiny, and usually they make it, like, if they add, like, color to the bottom of the email, they'll make the button the same color as the bottom, so you can't, like, see it. And they're supposed to make it, if you press it once, you unsubscribe. Companies that, if, like, I have tried to unsubscribe from some companies, and then it's like, they still email you back, you can legally report them for that. Pinterest is really bad for that. I've unsubscribed from Pinterest so many times.
I've unsubscribed from LinkedIn like 1,000 times, and it's still like, hey, Kelsey, you looking for a job?
Yeah, it's super terrible. I hate it. But, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do. Actually, though, on, like, Apple phones now, if you get something that's deemed, like, kind of chainmail-y, like, literally there's an unsubscribe button, like, at the top of your email.
Which is nice.
Yeah, because Apple can, like, tell that it's a chain email or from, you know, like, an advertisement. So they're like, if you want to not get this anymore, hit unsubscribe. And I'm like, thanks, Apple.
Yeah. Or, like, I know some emails do have better spam filters. Like, today I was emailing a photo from my phone to my work account, and it went right into my spam folder because I didn't put a subject.
Oh, God.
And I was like, why is this photo not come through? Oh, I don't know. It's in my spam folder. Oops. Yeah. But yeah, so thankfully my mother does not get those.
Thankfully.
Those
I'm sure
emails
she's
anymore.
thankful as well.
Yeah, you know, I don't think she needs those. I mean, you know, I know my mother well, but I don't know that well.
You know, probably not. Is that a conversation you really want to have?
No, it's fine. Although, fun fact, you know that lovely Pfizer vaccine that you and I have?
Yeah.
They created Viagra.
Oh, great. They're also homophobic. So, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, we got a little bit of homophobia injected into us.
Right.
Oh my god, this episode has been a wild ride.
Yes. We've descended. I'm dead.
I know.
Like, Kelsey killed me tonight.
Honestly, I feel like people miss this. You know, we broke down a documentary for you last time, and now we just broke down.
You know, we're about to get in the real stressful season of the year, you know, holiday parties. Thank God we don't have to deal with cuffing season.
Oh, God. Ugh. No, we made it through cuffing season last year.
You started dating somebody during cuffing season.
Right, you waited. You were like...
I waited.
No, okay, I did cuffing season. You did last minute. I'm going to be alone for Valentine's Day. I need to fall in love.
I did not.
You did too.
No.
When did you two go on your first date?
Okay. You've already killed me once. Do you really need to kick a dead body while it's down on the ground, Kelsey? I don't think I want the answer to that, actually. So, no.
Well, I think if we're going to give a conclusion to this episode, if you see those bots, just delete them. Like, don't even... Because... Remember, cookies are a thing, and websites track your traffic.
Yes.
So if you search up something once, you see 1,000 ads for it. Like, never, ever, ever say the words Kia Soul beside any of your electronics. I said that. I was like, should I buy a Kia Soul? Never Googled it. The amount of Kia Soul ads I saw for 2 weeks.
Okay, so my partner is very big into Pokemon. It's great. Love it. I ask them questions about it all the time. I have never once Googled the word. I've Googled like random Pokemon.
Yeah.
Now I see advertisements for like the new trading card sets that come out, and I'm like, I don't even know what this means. I didn't even know there were commercials for these.
I'm sorry, do you think, like, I get that. Do you think I want to be on Smash Bros. Twitter? No! No, I do not. I absolutely do not. I follow my boyfriend, and then I realized I follow some of his friends, and I'm like, oh no. And then, of course, I followed his work, because I'm like, gotta support your social media, like, your work too.
Yep.
Do not care about your industry at all, but I like every single one of your posts for your engagement.
Thank you, friend. Appreciate it.
Should I start commenting? Nice building. Nice building. That's a lovely hole.
Please do. Please do. I will say, though, I one time got a legitimate Instagram DM. It was for a local gym that you actually applied for a job to.
Oh.
Yeah, and they wanted to give me like a free month at their gym.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought that was, I didn't respond to it because I was like still kind of weirded out by it, but I was like, they were a legitimate company, because I was like, you were literally going to go for a job interview with them. It was a gym that I also passed, like they had a decent social media presence.
Yeah, I was so angry about that because they tried to schedule a job interview at the same time my current job did.
Yeah.
So I was like, can we change the date? Because I accidentally double booked myself, and then they just ghosted.
Yeah, so see, I think it was around the same time, and then you told me they did that, and I was like, I'll fucking ghost them.
Yeah.
I don't need a free gym membership for a month. No. So I just thought it was very strange, because I was like, I even know way an influencer on Instagram,
No.
like, especially for fitness. Like, how did you even get my information? It was so crazy.
No, I posted a TikTok, and so I posted a TikTok of Amy. This one for Amy, not of Amy.
Yes.
And because I made a joke about wanting to get Amy a personalized tape measure keychain.
Yes.
Or I went with lesbians love lows, because they do. But originally I was like, it should just say I am gay. Or like, I don't need any help, I'm a lesbian. I had a lot of quotes.
You did.
But like, I mean, I'm also a gay who always carries a tape measure around too. At work, we were trying to measure computer monitors, and I pulled out a mini travel sewing kit. And my boss was like, why? And I was like, well, no, in case I like pop a button or like I get a hole in my pants. My mother put it in my Christmas stocking. I have it. I have things. That's why I am a true bisexual. I have to carry a backpack. I need my things.
Yes. You always have everything.
I always have everything. I need things.
Except you don't always have medicine. That is the one thing. But it's because I think as I always carry the medicine, I'm like, what do you need? I'm basically a pharmacy. What
Exactly.
do you want? What do you need?
But somebody commented, like, girl, just buy a Cricut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, probably should. Another girl was like, yeah, I second the Cricut. Also, I make personalized cards if you're interested. And I was like, all right, this is a normal person just pimping out their small business in, like, kind of the right way.
Yes, that's, like, the most, like, normal, genuine way to do it.
Exactly.
Because it's not like, hey, girly. Like, it's just very like, hey, just so you know, I do this.
Yeah. If you want to get her something personalized that says this and not spend $1,000, I have to pay a minimum of $250. What am I going to do with 250 mini, like...
Start a business. Drop ship them, Kelsey.
Yeah, true drop ship them. If anybody's interested in a keychain, this is lesbians love lows. Or I could change it to I'm gay, I don't need any help.
Kelsey's open to suggestions.
I'm open to suggestions. Or maybe I'll just buy a bunch and then get a Sharpie.
Whatever works for you.
See,
man.
that's what happens when you order from those sketchy sites saying, oh, it's engraved, and it's just somebody wrote it.
Someone took like a little chisel and just...
Well, that's professional, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we all haven't used a fancy engraver before like you have.
I haven't.
That was your job.
Yeah. Yes, I have. Well, that was leather engraving. That's different.
Oh, sorry, everybody. That was leather.
Oh, that's okay. We're done. This whole... You said you wanted to have a roast? Is that what this episode just turned into?
Girl, you got burned. Not even roasted.
Yeah.
Well,
I have to. If I learned anything this episode, it's
Yeah. So what if we learned today, Amy?
Do your research. Don't just click on something because it's funny.
And I think, kids, that is the moral of this episode. Have fun, be gay, and do your research. Amy,
that's a good moral.
Thank you. Will you give us the outro?
Yes. Thank you guys so much for listening this week. We hope you enjoyed this very chaotic-filled episode. My funeral will be sometime next week. If you want to attend, thank you. No open casket, though. Just, like, bury me.
Okay.
Or plant me as a tree. That's also preferable.
True. We could do that.
Yes. But if you want to keep up with us, you can listen to us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Anchor, on Google Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are available. You can listen to us. You can also listen to us on YouTube. If you listen to us on YouTube, please subscribe, give us a like, a comment. It just is always nice to hear from you guys. You can follow us on social media on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter, all under Can You Take My Shift. You can follow Kelsey at Kelsey Peets on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And you can follow me, Amy, at Shelly Amy on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. So, until next episode, where Kelsey's gonna have to find a new co-host since she killed me. Kelsey, can you take my shift?
No, I've gotta like put out some videos for this brand called The Coldest Water, so I think I'm gonna go drink the flood water in Abbotsford.
So you will also be joining me in the afterlife. Great, thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.